Imagine you're the third richest guy in all of Mexico. You make a couple of business moves and now you need a $100 million loan. You're worth like 14 billion. It shouldn't be an issue for you. After you consider a couple of lenders, you land on one which comes from the bloodline of one of the richest men in America at one time. John Jacob Astor, once worth over $120 billion in today's money. Your whole financial advisors give you the green light. You sign a lengthy 31-page document. You get a $100 million loan in cash and you provide $450 million of your company's share as safety collateral. As per the agreement, shares will not be sold. Sounds like everything's going to plan, right? Sit down, let's talk about this because this just happened. Turns out, this whole John Jacob Astor Corporation you've been working with has actually just been one man, Vladimir Sklarov. I think that's how it's pronounced. The richest Ukrainian con artist who once scammed $18 million out of Medicare in the late 90s. After he got out of prison for that, he got into real estate. Or so he made it seem. All of his luxury property investment companies were shell companies, meaning they did legally exist, yes, but only on paper. The real estate companies were all just a hoax to lure wealthy people into his trap, meaning the companies were all fake wealth funds. But then around 2018, Mr. Vlad, the con artist guy, he pivots towards stock-based loaning world. He creates a lot of more fake companies. Let me read you their names. Bentley, Rothschild Capital, Lincoln Capital, and a website called Shearson Lehman Brothers. All names linked to very old historical American families who were crazy rich. So it's all old money names, which if you present to a wealthy businessman, they will link the name with money, but there's no one of that family around or easily to be found that can come and go against these claims and, claim that this shit is fake, right? Catch this Vlad guy. Eventually, he does get sued by all the companies he was impersonating, which leads to him simply shutting the websites down. That's it, nothing more. And he has the audacity to say this: anyone can sue someone frivolously. The gut on this guy needs to be studied. But then in 2021, Vlad created his biggest blow to the world, the Astor Asset Group. Named after John Jacob Astor, the richest man in America in the late 1800s, and the website claimed it was built on the highest principles of John Jacob Astor. And this was what lured the multi-billionaire Ricardo into Vlad's devious little plan. Or you, since you're role-playing Ricardo for now, right? You're the guy who got scammed out of billions. Not billions, $500 million. Vlad claimed to Ricardo, aka you, that the brand was built off the generational wealth of John Jacob Astor. His co-conspirator put up a face of an alleged Thomas Astor Mellon, combining not only the Astor family, but the Mellon family too. Both old money dynasties. They presented the Astor Asset Group as having multiple large clients like big universities and investment funds, and all of that shit was just pure fabrication. Like we discussed, Ricardo, aka you, needed the $100 million loan fast. The Astor Asset Group provided the $100 million loan and took $550 million worth of shares from Ricardo from his company as collateral, as safety collateral. And the deal was that the shares will not be sold. You might be thinking, hey, why did I not just sell these $450 million worth of shares? That is because you, aka Ricardo, wanted to keep your wealth locked in your company. The thing is, the moment this douchebag Vlad got the $450 million safety collateral, he sold it all. The money he got from selling those shares, he gave $104 million to Ricardo as the loan, and he spent like $314 million on his own luxury lifestyle, like mega mansions, yachts, supercars, whatever you name it, he bought it. But then in June 2024, things started to unravel. See, Vlad tried to lean the whole thing towards himself legally. He sent Ricardo a letter claiming that, now the Astor Asset Group has the right to sell the shares because whatever. Just bullshit. He already had sold the shares, but he was trying to lean it towards himself. 3 years after the deal, Ricardo's company stocks are now limited from being sold on the Mexican stock market because the suspicion of fraud has arisen now. Ricardo launches legal action, and in May 5, 2026, Vlad is charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. He's currently in custody. When he was caught, however, he owned a house in France, an apartment in Trump Tower, and a yacht valued at 11.5 million euros. Now, out of all of this, what can we learn? I'll put it in one sentence for you. The world is a race with no rules. The higher up you go, the more you have to lose, the more you have to fight off. So put a limit on how far you even want to reach. But for the hungry business owners who want to be the ones leading their niche rather than being obscure in it, I've got good news for you. Read the top 6 lines in the video's description. You're gonna want to read them. It actually is the only bit of good news in this video. Anyways, subscribe, watch this video next. Love you very, very much. We'll talk next Saturday. Thank you.